Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nolo, and if you are new here, hi, welcome. And if you are coming back for more, thank you so much for your continuous support. So today I am continuing with the mommy content. So if you are not aware, I recently became a mom. So this was in December last year, and I'm just sharing my journey as I go, and I hope that you love each and every video. And I have my notebook here for some of the notes that I will be going through. As I was saying, I recently became a mom, and this was basically 3 months ago, and it's been interesting. It's been very interesting. One thing I will tell you is that you can never be prepared. Literally, you can't be prepared no matter how many books you read, how many videos you watch, or you just can't be prepared. But what I love is it's such a fulfilling role, guys. It's amazing. I'm a mom to a girl, so it's like I have this little best friend twin. It's incredible. But here's the downside: the sleeping. Oof. Okay, so obviously you will be sleep deprived because baby doesn't understand day and night. So that's what I struggled with at first. She didn't understand when it's night, when it's day, so she would get them mixed. So she would sleep during the day and at night doesn't sleep, right? But besides that, we have a very peaceful baby, right? So she doesn't cry a lot. Literally, she doesn't cry a lot. But I'm just gonna tell you guys some of the things that I learned as a mom. So at the hospital, what they do is, the hospital that I was in, after giving birth, if you gave birth naturally, you're going to stay in the hospital for 2 more days after giving birth. If you gave birth via C-section, you will stay 3 more days after giving birth, right? But the first night, they will stay with your baby for you, right? Because you're still tired. So they will stay with your baby, and you literally just resting and gathering strength so that tomorrow you are strong enough to be able to care for baby. And I had a very nice nurse that took care of my baby the first night. I think her name was Ntombi. Very amazing. She was incredible. So she took care of the baby the first night. So even that first poop that they talk about, the, what do they call it? Meconium, I think, the black one. I didn't see that because baby was actually with the nurse, right? So I actually didn't see that. And the next day, they obviously gave me the baby. But what was so scary and for me nerve-wracking was, I've obviously never taken care of a baby, so I have no idea how I'm gonna do it. I was actually very nervous about our first night together. So they will obviously put the baby in the bassinet next to you, and you need to care for the baby. And for some reason, the mother instinct just, it kicks in. The people that are saying it's natural, it will kick in, they are right, it will kick in. So I slept with the baby obviously, and it went well. Whenever she wanted to feed, I would take her. I think she was feeding every 2 hours, every 1 hour 30 minutes or so, and I would take her and feed her. Obviously changing the diapers and whatever, I did all of that. And the next day I was so surprised at how well I did. I remember one of the nurses came in, they were like, wow, you're such a natural. And that for me, it felt so good. Anyway, so fast forward, we got discharged, and I went to my mom's place. Obviously, straight from the hospital, my husband took us to my mom's place, and I was there. We agreed that I'm gonna be there for a month, mainly because my mom was on leave for a month. But another thing is, my husband wanted to be part of raising the baby. So what he would do is, he would be there every weekend because he was still going to work, right? So he would come every weekend, because he wanted to spend time with the baby, but at the same time he wanted to help me care for the baby. But at the same time, we also just wanted to learn how to care for the baby, so that when we are alone with the baby, we are able to do that, right? Fine, we got home. One thing that I just found out obviously on the video is, but they don't tell you that the first time you breastfeed, no, the first few days when you breastfeed, you're literally going to have contractions. So I was having contractions. So every time I was breastfeeding, I would contract, guys. Like, it was that bad. So basically your uterus is going back to its normal size. So you will contract in the first few days. For I think a week or two, I was contracting, and obviously there's so much that is happening postpartum. Obviously you're bleeding. Doesn't matter whether you gave birth naturally or C-section, you will bleed. And this contraction as well, they were happening. And on some days, unfortunately, you will have to choose between taking a shower and eating, because remember, you're basically caring for the baby 24/7, right? And whenever they are taking a nap, you want to quickly do something. And this thing of sleep when the baby sleeps, impossible, because there are other things that you need to do. You need to eat, you need to shower, you know. So at some point you obviously need to choose between the two. But I was fortunate to have my mom there. So obviously when I'm taking a shower, she will be busy with she will be caring for the baby. And on weekend, obviously my husband will be there to do that. And then another thing is milk supply. I think that's one of the most stressful thing as a new mom. You want to make sure that your baby is getting all the nutrients that they need, right? Some people obviously will formula feed, some will breastfeed, some will mix feed. So I chose to exclusively breastfeed. And the first few days, you need to make sure that you the baby is latching correctly, so that you don't get your nipples don't crack, and you don't get, I think there's this infection, I can't remember the name exactly. You need to also make sure that you feed as much as possible, so that that sends the message to your body to produce more milk. So that's one of the stressful things that you have to do. So obviously I would feed as much as I can, even though while you're feeding you're getting contractions. So it's literally one of the first few days are very messy. The first few days are very messy. And then as soon as you get it right, unfortunately, and then you start leaking everywhere. Literally, that's why you need your breast pads. So you will be feeding on the one side, and on the other you basically just, it's flooding. So I think what I was advised to do is I put the pump on the other one so that the milk can go into the pump, and she's feeding on the one breast. And another thing that I learned that I believe is so crucial and very important is that breast milk is literally, it's medicine for everything. You can bath the baby with the breast milk, you can put it in their ears to unblock, literally anything. You can put it in their nose when they are blocked. There's so much about the breast milk. The breast milk can do so much, because another thing is there's not much that they can take in terms of medicine. There's not much that you also can take as a mother because you are breastfeeding. So breast milk literally just substitute for most of the medicine, whatever. So I loved that. I still love it, because even with there's this they call it cradle crab or something. So on their head they will have this just excess oil that forms into this hard thing, something like a dandruff, but not really dandruff because it gets really hard. So to make sure that it doesn't get that hard, you put breast milk on and rub it a bit, a few minutes, or a few minutes before they take a bath, and then when they take a bath it will just it will remove that. So obviously I'm learning as I go, but these are some of the things that I learned as a first-time mom. And another, I think this is one that I'm finding out now, is you will lose your hair. Like your hairline will just, you know. And it's funny because when you are pregnant you actually have more hair. I grew so much hair when I was pregnant. The only thing is it irritates you because you're pregnant, you're sweating, especially if you fall pregnant during the summertime. So I literally just cut all of my hair during pregnancy, but it was growing so much. It was very rich, it was strong. But all that hair that you gain during pregnancy, you're most probably going to lose after having a baby. But it doesn't happen to everyone. It happens to most people, but it doesn't happen to everyone. But so far motherhood is amazing. It's just that there are those times whereby, man, like separation anxiety, when you're about to go back to work, when you have to leave them alone, when you have to leave them with somebody else. So it gets really, really tricky. So it's one of the downsides of motherhood, but that's only because obviously you love them so much, you always want to be attached to them. But I think for all the mothers, I just want to say, especially the first-time moms, it gets better. It literally gets better, especially after 2-3 months. You will just enjoy your baby. It's no longer so hard. You will just enjoy your baby because they understand a whole lot of things. They can sleep, they can play, they smile. So yeah, so those are some of the things that I learned as a first-time mom. There's so much obviously, but I just wanted to share this crucial ones with you guys. And yeah, I think my baby is crying. I'm just gonna end the video here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.